We're going to be kicking it off today with a presentation from Lydia Gibson. Take it away.
Hi, everyone. Glad to be here. Thank you all for making it towards the end of the day. I know it's been a long day. I'm really happy to be kicking off the section in our journeys in community and collaboration with my talk about learning together at the Data Science Learning Community. Okay, so at the Data Science Learning Community, or DSLC, we like to usually start our book clubs off with learning objectives. So I just want to go over a few things I hope you do learn and take away from this talk. I want to cover what the Data Science Learning Community is, and also how you can make the DSLC part of your data science journey. So a little bit about me and my journey in DSLC. So when I joined, it was actually called the R4DS Online Learning Community. And I was a career changer entering a master's in statistics program with no previous coding experience. So I wanted a way to supplement what I was learning in my statistics program and boost my R skills. And luckily, I found the R4DS Learning Community, now known as the Data Science Learning Community. So I've been a member of this community since 2021, so going on 3 years now. And I've loved it. I've had many great experiences and takeaways from it, to the point that I actually gave a PositConf talk about my experience last year. It was entitled How the R4DS Online Learning Community Made Me a Better Student. Some of the takeaways I experienced were kind of like finding things I was passionate about in data and R, and being able to explore it through the book clubs, the gift of being able to find mentors within the community. And then one of our kind of mottos is like, teaching is the best way to learn. So being able to give back in my role as like a book club facilitator. So in these past 3 years, I have participated in 5 book clubs, 2 of which I have facilitated. And one of our executive director, something he said is that his goal is to make free data literacy available to anyone who wants to have it. And with that in mind, it really resonated with me, to the point that I accepted his offer to become a board member with the DSLC this past year. Okay, so I know you want to know, what is the DSLC? If you ask Slackbot, it is a friendly and welcoming community, a friendly and welcoming safe place for all of us to learn. And that's pretty much, I would say, overall synopsis. Yeah, it's a safe, welcoming place you can make your own community of other data enthusiasts and nerds, and we all learn together, kind of thing. Okay, so a little what DSLC is and what it is not. It's a global community of data enthusiasts and practitioners. One of the things I love is that I've been able to connect with people from all across the globe. I believe John has said we're in all the continents with the exception of Antarctica, which is like really cool, just kind of meet people from all over. It's a safe place to ask questions. One of the things that we really drill into is like, well, part of what we are not is being Stack Overflow. We strive to be anti-Stack Overflow. Granted, I've never used it, but from what I've heard, it's kind of the wild, wild west. It might not be super welcoming to beginners, and that's something we're pretty much like completely against. We have anti-discrimination, anti-harassment. If you want to learn with us, you're welcome, and we're going to make sure you feel safe to ask questions. It's a great way to make connections. I've met, like, within the DSLC, I've met so many amazing people, like participating in the book clubs, and then when you come to places like these conferences or other conferences, just getting to meet people that you've interacted with online, it's amazing. And even just celebrating one another, people like their projects, their art packages, any of anything you're doing, let us know, and we're really happy about it. So something I'll also mention later, again, the DSLC used to be called the R4DS Online Learning Community, and it was a source of confusion for many people. We've actually never been associated with the book R for Data Science, but we did start out as a book club, specifically reading the book R for Data Science. And also another source of confusion previously is we're not an instructor-led curriculum at all. We're a group of people interested in data, and we want to learn together. Yeah. So DSLC was founded in 2017 by Jesse Mostapak. And again, it was a group of learners came together like, hey, I want to read this book. And it's kind of the idea of like being able to go beyond using these texts for reference and read it cover to cover and just unlocking all the other insights you may not normally get to learn. And again, we are making our name change from R4DS to DSLC because over the time from 2017 to now, our community has grown and evolved, and we're no longer just a group of R learners. We have learners who are interested in SQL, Python, Julia. So we wanted a name that better represents our evolving community and echoes that culture of inclusion that we strive to have in our community. Also, I'm really happy about the name change because for whatever reason, when I say R4DS, people have thought I've been saying Arthur Diaz, so it helps. I don't know. Yeah. So one of the main things we're known for in the community, especially people who are outside of our Slack, is the Tidy Tuesday Social Data Project. So Tidy Tuesday was founded in, I want to say April 2018 by Tom Mock. Many of you may know him from Posit fame. Yeah, and it was founded as a way to make data exploration kind of social. So each Monday, a new data set is posted on social media. If you follow our executive director, John Harmon, at John the Geek, right now he posts on LinkedIn and Mastodon, but hopefully Blue Sky soon. And I think like Twitter was one of the first places that I learned about Tidy Tuesday, and just following that Tidy Tuesday hashtag and seeing all the amazing visions that people were making with code and R was kind of amazing. And also Tidy Tuesday, we have over 650 curated data sets. Last time I spoke with John, I believe it's 662 to be exact. And people use it not only to do the weekly social project, but it's also used in classrooms. I'm pretty sure I used it in my master's of statistics program. So it's a great resource that we've been building as a community for everyone in the community, not just people in DSLC specifically. Yeah, learning together in book clubs. So one of the things I love about like the R community and generally just open source community is the idea of like just making education and learning accessible. There's so many free books online and so much knowledge to be gained. Like for example, if you look at something like the Big Book of R, you'll see hundreds of books that are available to be read online, and books for people of all skill levels, from reading something like R for Data Science to advanced R and R packages, or even like mastering Shiny, outstanding user interfaces with Shiny, and engineering production grade Shiny apps. There's, yeah, so many. So one of the things we do with our book clubs in DSLC, we only read books that are free online, legally, that are legally available free online. And it makes it so like We want learning to be accessible to anyone who wants to learn. And we have these weekly Zoom meetings or study book clubs or study groups, if you want to call it. Book clubs can kind of be a misnomer because we've actually have groups that I've read or studied package documentation as well as going through online courses together. And then we build shared notes through collaborating through GitHub, and our meeting recordings are then put on YouTube for anyone in the community to access. And although like our Slack is kind of pretty large, I think it's around 18,000 at the moment, but like, yeah, but the thing about the book clubs is you get these, well, in the words of a member, Maya Gans, who gave a speech at, or a talk at our Studio Global, these book clubs are kind of like a microcosm in the macrocosm that is data science learning community. And you have this great opportunity to build these friendships and build your skills and collaborate. And again, and also there's this opportunity to interact asynchronously as well through the Slack, through the GitHub, and the meeting recording. So even if you don't participate in the book club live, you can still be part of it. We also have help channels. So another thing about when this group was founded, it was the idea that you'll have mentors and learners, but with kind of like a fluid definition of who is a mentor and learner, because you may be like expert in one thing, but new to something. So it's this idea that you can come into this community, ask a question, not knowing that you won't have someone say, that's a dumb question, you should know that, or it's easy, you just fill in the blank. So we have help channels for various different topics, and we have volunteer mentors that go in and answer these questions. We actually have one of our executive directors, Tan, he created a Shiny app called Mentor Dash, where we were able to collect all the unanswered questions and make sure we go through and answer everyone's questions, and use an emoji system to make sure what's not answered, what still needs answering. And there's a lot more. We have chat channels just to generally make connections. Chat channel, topic specific chat channels that are great for making connections. We have channels for work, jobs and hiring, wins and feedback, meets and conferences, generally just ways that we can make these connections online and potentially spill over into the real world. So the ways you can participate in DSLC, one, join our Slack. You can go to the website dslc.io/join. Participate in or facilitate a book club. The benefits of facilitating, you get, because we're coordinating times with a global community, your time preference is, your time is like the preferred one, and we usually go with that one, and it's a great way to give back, become a mentor and help answer questions on Slack. Again, that's our Mentor Dash tribute to our Shiny apps. Also, if you feel so moved, donate or sponsor. We recently became we became fiscally sponsored in September, but unfortunately our sponsor dissolved, but the RStats community and data science community at large was very generous in their donations. So thank you everyone in the audience and online for donating. And yeah, so just things I hope you took away from this talk. DSLC is a friendly, welcoming, and safe place to cultivate your data skills. It's free and open to anyone, no matter your skill level, and there are many ways to participate. All right, thank you so much. You can find us at dslc.io, and also this QR code will take you to our social media. Thank you.
Thank you.